we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right.
On today's agenda, we will be building, we as in me, I'm going to be building a brooder that's a lot larger than this one that these chicks can move into because we have ducklings coming next week and they're going to need a place, and these chicks are getting way too big for this one. So I'm going to be putting them underneath the house in the covered porch. It needs to definitely be a lot bigger than what they've got going on. And then also their food tray, they keep burying it in their pine shavings and as well as their watering thing. So I'm going to have to figure something else out with that because they're wasting their food. So anywho, well, that's what's on today's project goal.
Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
It's March 8th, I think, today, and it's super cold. It's supposed to be warming up. You want me to carry you? It's supposed to be warming up like in the middle of the day, but these mornings are cold, especially in the shade. We're gonna go out here and feed the chickens, let them out. I dread building this brooder in the cold because the kids complain most of the time. Once I get working and moving, my hands warm up, but they just don't really seem to ever get there until about lunchtime. And then if you follow along on our journey, we are closing. We have sold the land that we had originally bought, and we're closing on it today. So that's what I've got to get this brooder built before we have that appointment. So okay, hey, look, we'll just throw it over like this. Put your hands in your pockets, buddy. It'll keep your hands warm. Just put it on the ground, baby. They do. Micah! Turn it off, Sayla, turn it off! Turn it off! Micah turned it back on! Oh my gosh. Oh, that kid. It got me. Oh, I got stuck right there where at the fence where it doesn't shock you. I was touching just the plastic part, but whew, they still have food. There you go. A little bit frozen right now. Oh. It's fine, honey. They didn't lay any eggs?
No.
Yeah. They'll probably lay some later.
My hands are cold.
Well, honey, put your hands in your pocket.
I can't.
Or put them in your underarms. There you go. This is not going to happen this morning.
Mama.
It's going to have to warm up like 15 degrees.
Mama, I want you.
Okay. Gonna pick her up and we're going back inside. All right. Got the house clean. It's a couple hours later. We're going to try this again. I think that it's warmed up enough. Let's check my phone. Okay, so it's 48 right now. And it's soon to be 52. That's a lot warmer. That's 10 degrees warmer. That should be plenty warm enough for the kids to be outside as long as they have their jackets and stuff on. So we're gonna put our boots on, head outside, and make this brooder. So I think that I want it to probably be about 6 foot long and about 3 foot wide, probably 4 foot tall, because those chickens are getting big fast. So what I'm gonna have to do is measure my boards, cut them in here, and then take them out there to put it together because that would be way too heavy for me to carry by myself. Found some wood. They're not all the same, exactly the same size, but they're very similar, so it'll work. Literally, I just try to piece stuff together. This has a little bit of termite damage, but chickens like bugs, right? So As long as it holds up, maybe they'll eat the termites. I don't know. So this one I'm gonna use as my guide. I think it's the longest. So I'm just gonna cut these for the 4 corners. And then I think I'm gonna use a mixture of some leftover chicken wire, some thin wooden planks, and some barnwood. Yeah, I'm just gonna like let you guys kind of see the process of this. I'm not gonna show you like how I'm gonna do this until it's done, because I'm just kind of doing it as I go.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head from all those pretty words you said. It's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am. It's like I'm wasted, and I won't waste it. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind.
Now I've got to cut the longer pieces out of the barnwood, drill them together over at the house because they're going under the house. And I've really had it always takes me a lot longer. Just having to run back and forth checking on the kids. So right now they keep going in and out of the house with water. Sayla says she's watering plants. So fun thing about that is there's probably going to be a mess inside my house. Fun stuff. So, gonna work on this. Almost finished. Okay, so I found some more of this type of wood. I was gonna do some heavier duty wood, but I didn't feel like cutting those super like heavy pieces of barnwood. Like they're like 12 feet long. That's too long for me to be working on. So I'm gonna screw this on. I think I'm just gonna put chicken wire around it, and this will be kind of like their adapter cage where they have to get adapted to a little bit cooler weather. I'll still have their heat lamp on them, but it'll just be kind of getting them ready for going out and staying out outside. I imagine sometimes while I am doing this that some builder is going to be watching this and they're going to cringe at me building this stuff because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. It's kind of like me watching people cut their own hair at home. Like, I have the experience, I know how to do it right, and then I'm like, oh god, don't do it that way. But they do it anyways, and sometimes it works out well. Hopefully that's the case for me. Battery's dying. Ah! Ow! Ouch! The battery for my drill died, and my other battery that I have in the charger, I'm not really sure where it's at. I've got to find it. I can't remember what I did with it. So I'm starving, I'm tired, and we've got to leave in like an hour and a half to go close on our land. So, oh, I think I'm going to put it up for at least right now. Maybe not the day. We'll see how that goes. But everybody's hungry and we're all tired. And I got to shower. I stink. Okay, so it's the next day. I just had to quit yesterday. I still cannot find the battery to my dad's drill. And it's his battery and his charger. I cannot find it. I have no idea what happened to it. So Dad, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I will buy you a new one if I can't ever find it. I did end up getting the frame built here, and oh god, I ended up having to use my drill with a cord because I cannot. The other one died, so I just get super frustrated with building stuff because I don't know what I'm doing, and it always takes me way longer than I think it should. So what I'm going to do, I've got 4 corners. To make this a little bit more stable, I'm going to go ahead and make another 2 of these down the middle, and then I'm going to put the chicken wire on top of there, and then I'm going to have to go buy some staples to staple that. This thing should be done by tomorrow. If it's not, frustrated. That should be it though, I hope. down the middle. Dag nabbit! I'm so glad I'm not a contractor or whatever. Builder. Please don't fall apart. Please don't fall apart. Okay, the chicken brooder is finished. We just got to set it up and get the chicks moved into there, and we got to do it fairly quickly because one was perching on the side of the other one. So I'm going to, woo, there you go, now you can see. So I'm going to flip this around. This is going to be on our covered porch so that you, or the chicks, hopefully will be protected. There's like screen door. I mean, an animal could tear through it if they wanted to. I don't know. I may be taking a huge risk, but like they've got to get moved. And I felt like this was safer than the barn where there's no there's no door on the barn. So I ended up putting a diagonal brace on both of the longer sides. So it seems pretty sturdy, but there is no bottom. So I'm hoping to be able to use this for the when they are ready to go outside as well. Right now they needed a heat lamp still because it still gets pretty chilly at night, like in the 30s. I think if I read correctly, they're not ready to go outside until it's like in the 60s at night, or they're a certain age. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to reread on that. But anyways, I'm hoping that in the next few weeks, when they move into the big, it's not the coop, I guess, like during the day with the other chickens, that we can just kind of stick them in there with this and just kind of separate them from the other chickens, but they can still be out there, and then we'll gradually put them into the coop at night to kind of migrate them, or merge them, not migrate. Okay, so let me go get the pine shavings that I just bought today, the heat lamp, the waterer, all that good stuff, and we can put the chicks in there.
Are you just putting it in there?
Too high.
Not for
I think I need to sit there, tote down in there so that they don't fly out. All right.
Mom, can I
Their water thing, I just rigged something up. I found a hook, a pole, some string, and it's hanging up because their other water, they keep getting the sawdust or the shavings in there. So we're going to try to lift this up off of the thing too, but that still looks a little bit too high. We'll see. I just drilled another small board to another board and then put that on top of it to kind of like pop it up. We'll see how this works. I don't know if they figured out their water yet or not.
I don't want to poop on that.
I think he's maybe figuring it out. I don't know.
I don't want you to poop on that.
Okay, we can get that out. They don't eat it.
Maybe we can get a nice dog and we can let him, and we can the nice dog put this down and the nice dog can not eat him.
Oh, we're gonna get a different dog.
Uh-huh.